Welcome to the 2021 Spring Virtual Concert by the Salem High School Band. We feel really lucky to be able to bring this to you in this virtual format this year because, as everybody knows, 20 and 2021 have been a challenge of a year. So we decided to try to meet this challenge and show you what the bands have been doing by providing this virtual experience. And we sure hope you'll enjoy the hard work that these students have put in to prepare these pieces. We're going to open up our concert with a piece called Shadow Cove. Randall Standridge is a young composer who did a lot of his music virtually this year and shared it free of cost with public school bands. And this is a piece that he wrote as the beginning of a three-part suite about the pirate life. So enjoy opening up the concert with Shadow Cove March. Tango Rojo is our next piece, and while we were off on virtual learning, we did some virtual learning experiences with studying the tango as a dance form and the rhythmic patterns that drove this wonderful South American dance. And when we got back in person and could play together, we decided to work on this piece. This is another piece that was provided free of charge by the composer to bands all across the country. We fell in love with the rhythms and the excitement of Tango Rojo. We hope you will too. Persist is our next piece. This is a change of pace. It's very emotional. And who can't relate to being emotional in this crazy year that we've had? This piece was written in memoriam for a band director in Texas who passed way too early. And one of her sayings was to be insistently persistent. And so this composer wrote this in tribute to this fabulous young woman who directed so many wonderful bands in Texas. And we thought it was a great way to express a lot of the emotions we felt about having to persist through the difficulties of 2020. Enjoy, persist. Irish Regiment is the next piece in our program, and it's another style of march. We start out with the Pirate March of Shadow Cove, and now we're into the Irish tradition of wonderful regimental marches. We like the way this features our woodwinds at the beginning, gives the flutes a little chance to shine, and we've just enjoyed getting something that's sort of perky and very British Isles ready for you. So we hope you'll like it as much as we liked playing it. The Royal Irish Regiment. One of my favorite composers is Elliot Del Borgo. He wrote some wonderful music for band, and this year we decided to resurrect an old favorite. If any of you were in band when I was the band director, you might recognize this. It's called Two British Folk Songs, and it really evokes the spirit of spring and the lovely control and emotion of the British band tradition. You'll hear a slow beginning that has a beautiful woodwind feature, and then things will really kick in as we add the brass and percussion in the second folk song. Enjoy two British folk songs by Elliot Del Borgo. We couldn't have a concert without playing something from Broadway, and this is from the smash hit Hamilton. We really challenged ourselves with this one, and this had some really complicated rhythms in it that took us a while to get a hold of. This is the fabulous statement of King George in the musical Hamilton saying, "You'll be back, and we hope you'll enjoy and be back for the end of our concert after we do this song." wrap up our concert tonight or today, whenever you're watching us, with a great pop tune. One of the things the band did here at the high school, we were rehearsing in the gymnasium. So we were kind of like an eternal pep band. So we decided to add some songs to our pep band repertoire while we had all this time to work on it. And one of the songs we added was called Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And we just really loved it. We're going to be playing it along with the 8th grade band, but this recording is just the high school band. This is traditionally this time of year in the spring, we'd be using a song like this to reach out to our 8th grade band members and get them interested and involved in the band. So if you know some of the 8th graders, give them a little nudge and say, hey, stay in as freshmen. We need that freshman class, and we need that infusion of youth and of enthusiasm and life into our band. We want to say thanks to our seniors. We want to say thanks to our Salem band parents. Seniors, we are so happy you chose to be a part of us, and we will never forget you. Band parents, thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for the little notes, the little gifts, all the things that you've kept on sending the kids during this time. Salem High School, thank you for supporting us through all this. Mr. Wade Swift in the video arts department with the Salem News Network, we could not have done this without you and your videography and all the help that you've given us. So thank you so much. That's only a handful of the people who go together to support this great group of kids and make things like this possible. We're so glad you stayed around and watched us this year. And let's get back on stage next year. We'll get things back to normal and get some applause going, because these kids really love to hear the applause. Next time you see a band member, give them a round of applause. They will appreciate it. Thank you again. We're going to wrap up our concert here with Blinding Lights by The Weeknd.